This complete clinic management system will save your manual work and you can manage your complete clinical operations by using this dashboard. You can manage your patients, doctors, appointments, prescriptions for the patients, and also you can manage your medicine inventory, the payroll, the income and expense, and the attendance report for your employees. The best part of this video, this system is created by using the Google Sheets as a database and Google Web App script. So it means you don't need any paid hosting. Within this system, you will get the five different roles: the admin, the doctor, the receptionist, the pharmacist, and the staff. And each of them have their own unique responsibilities, unique access level, which you can visualize them from your About app section. What admin can do, what doctor can do, what receptionist can do, what pharmacist can do, and what staff can do. You can simply visualize them. And also by the end of this video, I will explain you how you can build this with the help of the Claude Code, and I will share you the prompts what I have utilized by building this project. So be with me, watch this video until complete, and I will tell you how you can get it. Now, I will explain you the complete workflow of this clinic management system. So let's start it. This is a dashboard where you can take the overview of the complete system and you can see the total patients, the two-day appointments, the revenue collected, and if you just simply hit the more info button, you will be redirected to the particular section. Now, let's move to the patient section. A patient come to your clinic and you want to register in your database. Just simply go to your patient section, hit the add patient button, enter the information of the patient, and simply press on the save button. That data will be saved in your Google Sheets in JSON data format and will appear in your data tables on the real time. And make sure this web application will handle 10,000 to 20,000 people and give you the fast results without any lagging. So in the action column, we have added the view profile, the patient profile, where you can check out the appointments of the patient, prescription of the patient, invoices of the patient, and also we have the history and payments of the patient action as well. The patient history, where you can check out the timeline, the appointments, and the payments. Okay, if you want to edit or delete the patient, you just simply utilize these edit or delete buttons from here. Now let's move to the doctor section. In the doctor sections, if you want to add a new doctor in your clinic, you just simply click on this add doctor, enter the full name, specialization, the room number. Why you need to add the room number? Let's take example, you hire a doctor, Dr. Ramiz, and they will be sit in your room number 102. So whenever you book a appointment for the patient and select a doctor, so that patient will directly go to the room number 102 instead of asking on the receptionist. Okay, so that you can enter the email of the doctor, the phone, and the base salary of the doctor as well, the password, and also the status, active or inactive, you can select it here. So when you add a doctor, the doctor data will saved in your Google Sheets, and also the doctor username and password is automatically created, and you can simply visualize them from your user management, and also you can manage it from here. Now let's move to the appointment section. In the appointment section, you can see the two-day appointments, and you can also visualize the next day appointments, then the next day. And if you want to select a custom date, you just simply say check out the appointments on that date as well. And if you want to book an appointment for the patient, just simply click on this book button, search a patient from the drop down. Let's take example, I want to search the patient 50 and select a doctor, the doctor 7, which is available in the room number 107. That room will be automatically come here, and on the spot, if you want to change the room, you just simply change it from the drop down as well. And now you can select the time for the appointment, the status, completed, cancelled, no show, and the notes, and simply hit the save button. So once you hit the save button, that appointment will be saved out in your Google Sheets as a database and will appear here. Okay, understand them. Now let's move to the prescription section. If a doctor want to add a new prescription for the patient, they just simply select the patient from the drop down, select a doctor, Dr. Salmon, and if you are in the doctor login session, the doctor login portal, so you don't need to select a doctor, that will be automatically come here. date, and the medicine which you want to refer to the patient, and also the instruction, and simply hit the save button. So that data will be saved in your data tables on the real time and saved in your Google Sheets. Now let's move to the billing and invoices section. In the billing and invoices section, if you want to create a new invoice, just simply click on this new invoice, select a patient from the drop down, invoice date, and if you want to make a manual invoice, simply click on this add line, enter the description, quantity, price, and click on this save invoice. And if you want to auto fetch, just simply click on this auto fetch, fetch unbilled visits and prescriptions. So it's fetching, and if have any data available, it will be appeared here, and you just simply click on this save invoice. So once you click on this save invoice, so that data will be saved in your Google Sheets as a database and will appear in your billing and invoices section. So you can see the invoice is created out successfully here. Right now it shows the zero balance, the zero amount. Why? We don't have entered the prices here. Let's take example, I want to enter the prices here, and simply enter the total 130 and click on this save invoice. So once I click on this save invoice, as of now you can able to see here the invoice will be updated successfully. Now if I want to take a print of the invoice, I just simply click on this print icon, so that invoice will be print out on the A4 size paper. Okay, if I want to pay the amount, I just simply click on this record payment, the patient pay the 100 rupees, and the cash card online method, I just simply select it here, the note if I want to add, and click on this record payment. So once I click on this record payment, as of now you can able to see it's saving the data, and the remaining balance, the outstanding balance will be the 30. So if the customer pay the remaining 30 and click on this record payment, so the outstanding balance will be 0, and it will be considered as paid. So once the status is paid, the email will be automatically send it to that particular patient. Now let's move to the payment section. If you want to collect the payment, select a patients from the drop down like the patient 50, so that data will be appeared from the system automatically here. Right now the total dues, the advance credit, the unpaid invoice is 0, so it means we don't need to collect any payment from this particular patient. Okay, understand them? Yes. Now let's move to the pharmacy section. In the pharmacy section, you can manage your pharmacy within your clinic. Okay, so first of all we will move to the medicine section. We just simply click on this add medicine, the medicine name, the generic name, the category of the medicine, antibiotics, painkillers, analgesics. Okay, supplier, from which supplier we are conducting this medicine, we are getting this medicine, barcode, the base unit. Within this system, within this pharmacy management system, you can manage different kind of inventories, like the tablet type, the capsule type, pack type, or the unit type as well. Okay, so you can see the units pack is this, the packs box is this, the purchase price, the selling price, the opening stock, the minimum stock, the batch number, and the expiry date. So one box is equal to 10 pack, multiply 10 is equal to 100 tablet. So you can manage the inventory in sense of the tablet. Let's take example, you have the one box. In the one box we have the 10 pack, and 10 pack multiply 10, 100 tablet. If a customer purchase 5 tablets only, so our inventory will show the 95 tablets remaining. Okay, so you can see it here. Now let's go to the point of sale system. If I want to sell the this particular medicines to the patient, I just simply select it from here, and also I can search it from here. That will be search on the real time. And now we will select it here, the unit type we are going to give them, the pack type, and the box type. So the data will be updated on the real time here, the prices as well. So I want to sell it from the uh, unit type. Now I just simply add the discount, the tax, and the walk-in customer, the patient, the cash payment, and etc., and click on this complete sale. So once I click on this complete sale, it processing, and that will be saved in our sales and refund section. So we will wait it. It's processing right now. So once the processing is complete, so the print will be automatically appeared in front of you. You can simply take a print and give to the customer. And also let's move to go to the sales and refund section. In the sales and refund section, you can see we have created a sale for the patient 58. The items we have sold the 5, the method cash, the total amount is 229. Right now the status is completed, and if I want to refund them, I just simply click on this refund, how much quantity I want to refund it here, the reason, and click on this refund and restock. So that that stock will be added in our inventory as well. Okay, so if you want to take a print, you just simply print a for receipt as well. And if you want to void the sale, you can simply void the sale as well. Now let's move to the stock moment section. In the stock moment section, you can record the moment of the stock. This is a medicine, stock in purchase, return, restock, damaged, expired, transfer, the cost unit, the batch number, the expiry, the date, and the note. And you can simply hit the record button, so that will be saved it here. Now let's move to the supplier section. In the supplier section, you can add the supplier's name, contact reason, and etc. And also you can edit and delete them. In all the sections you can edit or delete them. Now let's move to the category section, where you can add the categories, edit the categories, and delete the categories. Plus the one important thing, if you are going to utilize this template in your clinic management system and you have a large amount of data, you don't want to add the manual entry one by one, you can utilize the import CSV feature, which is available in our each section. Okay, so now let's move to the pharmacy reports. In the pharmacy reports, this is a current stock, the purchases report, sales report, profit report, expiry report, low stock report, by supplier report as well. Now let's move to the payroll section. In the payroll section, if you want to generate the payroll in one go, just simply select the month, year, and click on this generate. So all the payrolls will be generated automatically. And if you want to add the pay slip manually, you just simply select the employee from the drop down, the period, the base salary, allowances, bonus deductions, and etc. And also you can see this is a pharmacist 75, and right now net pay is 60,000. And if you want to pay, you just simply click on this here and click on this, and in which method you have paid to this particular pharmacist 75, bank transfer, cash check, just simply click on this mark paid. So once you click on this mark paid, that will be appeared mark paid posted to the here. So right now you can able to see here the status is paid, remaining all the employees still need to get the salaries from you. Now let's move to the income and expense section. In the income and expense section, you can apply the filters, the 3 month, 6 month, 1 year, all. And if you want to get the statement, you just simply click on the statement button. And if you want to add the expense, you can manual add the expense as well. Okay, now let's move to the report section. In the report section, you can simply generate the reports. And also now let's this is the final part, and this is the most important part, attendance report. So this is a admin view, and in the admin can easily check out that the daily board. Let's take example, they open the daily board and check out that the doctor one is present or not, and how the attendance will be marked. The doctor come and log into their dashboard and utilize their dashboard and mark from there the clock in. Okay, so I will show you the demo entry from here. Select the employee, the doctor one. Let's take example, where is the doctor one? We just simply doctor 1. Okay, so that is the doctor 1. Today date, clock in time, the clock out time, I want to select it here, the PM. And this time the break minutes, I don't want to add it, the not optional, and just simply click on this save button. So once I click on this save button, as of now you can able to see it, attendance is added. So now that will be appeared here, the doctor 1 is available for today and they have present, and the doctor 2. So same like that, when your employees mark the attendance, you can simply visualize them in your daily board section. So in the history section, you can also visualize them the past history. Okay, now let's move to the user management section, where you can add the users, edit the user, delete the user, make the active or inactive to the user, activity logs of the system, the setting of the system, where you can change the clinic name, currency symbol, clinic phone, logo, consultation rate, medication rate, work start time, the stand hours, date, duty, horse, and also the late grace minutes clinical address. And this is the most important setting. If you want to add the automatic daily reminders, just simply click on this here, the toggle button, and make it on. So right now, field you don't have permission to call the app script, just simply go to your code.js and simply select it here to the do get function and click on this run. So once you click on this run, as of now, right now it's not appeared the pop-up, so you need to give the permissions of your email and it will be automatically turned on. Now that is the my attendance section, where you can simply check out them how you can mark the attendance. You will be visualize it here, the clock in button and the clock out button. Now this is a my account section where you can change the full name, phone number, and also the password. And this is the about app section where we have added the complete, you can see it here, the formulas and business logic what we have implemented in this system. So hope you like this clinic management system. I hope you will build it by yourself, and you can grab this particular prompt 1 and prompt 2 in the description, and you can check out them and build it yourself as well. And if you want to get this template, you can also grab them and make the updates in them and utilize for your professional business. So we thank you very much. Take care. We will meet you in our next video.